Networking. We're going to talk about networking. And I guess I'll start off. You know, first of all, Kevin mentioned one of the basic rules that I have about networking. This is rule number one. Always be nice, okay, to anyone that you meet. This is a true story. The very first book signing that I did was at a little Barnes & Noble bookstore. My first novel had come out in paperback. The store owner had read the store manager had read my book, really loved it, and invited me to go do a book signing. I went and did my book signing and forgot about it. 2 years later, he was made the buyer for the science fiction section of Barnes & Noble for the entire corporate structure. And one of his jobs was to put out a little monthly column that went into a little magazine that people could pick up at the check stand and, you know, look at, get the latest news on books. I always got great reviews from that guy, okay? And that really helped my career immensely. Yeah, and you just never knew. I mean, as far as I knew, he was just a little peon. But interestingly enough, the second book signing that I ever did was for a manager at a media play. And within about 2 years, he found himself being the buyer for all of the books at Media Play. Once again, I had an entire chain that where I was considered something of a superstar. So always be nice to everyone. This includes your editors. Every editor that I have had has gone on from being my first few editors when I started out has gone on and climbed up the corporate ladder to the point where my first editor, went over to Warner Brothers and became the head of Warner Brothers publishing department for their science fiction for a while. Lou Aronica went up and became the head, became a vice president, I believe, over at Bantam, and so on. So you have these people that we call our angels, the people that are helping us achieve our career goals. And you never know who one of those people might be. So always be nice to everyone. And, there's some times where you'll goof. Probably one of my biggest mistakes I ever made, I happened to be at a book signing one day, and there's a little kid playing in this little ball pen. And he had these little wiffle balls, and he threw one, and I was going to throw it back to him. And I thought, this thing is really light. I better throw it pretty hard because it's not going to move. So I went whoop like that and hit the kid right between the eyes. And his mother was like looking at me in shock, like, why did you hit my child, I just felt terrible, so don't do that.
You must be a baby hater.
Yes, I'm a child abuser by nature, so, never do stupid stuff like that. Always do smart stuff, okay? That's rule number 2. Yeah.
Let's see. So many things to say about it, but apropos of being nice, you don't ever know, even if you're on a subway or anything else, you don't ever know if somebody's going to notice who you are or strike up a conversation. And they might be a supreme blogger who can spread the news about how great you are or what a great asshole you are. So a lot of times, you're not going to recognize when an opportunity is in front of you. Partly, being nice is just a good thing. What goes around comes around. But sometimes you have to be willing to offer something to somebody first, or give them a networking opportunity with you. When we have students who attend conventions where there are editors and publishers, we have a standing pledge that if we're at a convention that you're at and you come up to us and remind us of where we know you from, if you're a winner of a contest, if you've attended our workshops or anything, you remind us, we will take you around and introduce you to the editors and publishers there. That is just something we will do for you because we know you now. We offer you that. We don't think that we're going to get something spectacular back from you. On the other hand, you may be an extremely great discovery for that editor who will then owe us one, which is fine with us also.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that people that you meet can help you.